Keith and Nicole's marriage has always looked perfect from the outside. Two Australian superstars who found each other in a world where fame often tears relationships apart. It was a fairy tale. Fans adored their red carpet moments, their laughter, and their open admiration for one another. But behind those smiles, insiders claim that cracks began to form long before the public ever caught on. Between Keith's grueling tour schedules, Nicole's film commitments around the world, and the endless scrutiny of living under the Hollywood microscope, the couple reportedly struggled to keep their bond strong. Rumors began swirling earlier this year after fans noticed the couple spending more time apart. Nicole attended major events alone. Keith, meanwhile, appeared distant during interviews, avoiding questions about his wife. And when paparazzi photos emerged showing them living separate lives, speculation skyrocketed. Was this the end of one of Hollywood's most beloved marriages? For weeks, Keith remained silent. He refused to address the headlines, letting the rumors run wild. But as fans grew more concerned, and gossip outlets began painting Nicole as the one pulling away, Keith finally decided to speak. And when he did, his words revealed a depth of emotion few were prepared for. In a recent candid interview, Keith Urban reportedly admitted that the constant speculation has been deeply painful, not just for him, but for Nicole and their daughters as well. He confessed that fame can distort the truth, and that every smile or frown gets twisted into a headline. But then came the part that truly caught everyone off guard. Keith revealed that there was a moment when he and Nicole had to sit down and face a hard truth, a crossroad in their marriage where the future wasn't certain. He said, "We had to ask ourselves if we were growing together or growing apart. The love was there, but sometimes love alone isn't enough when life keeps pulling you in different directions." Sources close to Nicole Kidman say she was deeply affected by Keith's honesty. According to insiders, Nicole had also been feeling the strain of living a life constantly under judgment. Her international film projects kept her away from home for months, while Keith's touring schedule meant long nights alone on opposite sides of the world. Despite their best efforts to stay connected through calls and visits, the emotional distance began to take a toll. When asked about the divorce rumors, Nicole reportedly broke her silence in a more subtle, emotional way. During a recent red carpet event, she told reporters that love isn't about perfection, it's about endurance. Those words spoke volumes, hinting that despite the challenges, she wasn't ready to give up. Fans immediately took this as a sign that there might still be hope, that perhaps the couple is trying to mend what fame and distance had strained. So, what's the real truth behind the alleged divorce decision that has everyone talking? Keith Urban's revelation makes one thing clear: they were close to walking away, but it wasn't born out of anger or betrayal. Instead, it was a moment of reckoning between two people who have shared nearly 2 decades of love, loss, and growth. Keith explained that when rumors about their supposed split began to dominate the headlines, it forced them to confront their own fears. He admitted that both he and Nicole questioned whether their marriage could survive the demands of their careers. But in that difficult conversation, Keith said something that has since resonated with millions of fans. "Sometimes," he said, "the strongest thing you can do for love is to be honest about your weaknesses." Rather than a bitter breakup, Keith described it as a rebirth of understanding. They realized they needed to rebuild not just as a couple, but as two individuals learning how to balance fame and family. He even admitted that they sought counseling and took time off from their careers to focus on reconnecting with each other and their daughters. Keith's emotional confession has shifted the narrative. What once seemed like a looming divorce now feels more like a powerful story of endurance, forgiveness, and rediscovery. According to those close to the couple, they have recently been seen spending more time together, taking quiet walks, attending their children's school events, and even working on new music projects together. As the dust settles, fans around the world are left in awe. Keith Urban didn't just speak out to clear the air. He spoke from the heart, and his words resonated deeply. He reminded everyone that behind the fame, behind the red carpets and flashing cameras, there are real people fighting real battles. Whether Keith and Nicole's story continues to be one of togetherness or quiet separation, one thing is certain: their bond has redefined what it means to endure. They've shown that sometimes the greatest love stories aren't the ones without struggle, but the ones that survive it. And if you've made it this far, thank you for watching till the end. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and stay tuned for more exclusive stories and deep dives into the real lives behind Hollywood's brightest stars.